Hello class, my name is Maria.
And I'm Jennifer.
Today we would like to make a presentation about something that we've learned in our Chem 108 class, which is how to name an alkane. Have you ever wondered what makes your gas, air conditioning, and gas run? Well, we hope that after watching this video you can identify what makes up everyday life appliances wonderful. So to begin, what is an alkane? An alkane is a chemical compound made up of saturated single bonds, and alkane being one of them. Who named alkane? Alkane was named by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. And so hoping that by the end of this video you're able to identify an alkane.
Alkanes. So as you can tell, the last, it ends with A-N-E. And why is this important? Because over here we have 4 different types of the hydrocarbon. So we have the alkane, which is what we're focusing on. It's all single bonds and saturated, just like Maria mentioned earlier. Here we have the alkyl groups, and the ones we're mainly focusing are these here. And then we have the prefix for naming the parent chain. The steps that we will be following. So step 1, name the longest parent chain. Step 2, name any alkyl group substituents. Step 3, determine the point of attachment of an alkyl group to the parent chain. Step 4, construct the name. Alkyl groups in alphabetical order and specifying the position followed by the parent chain. So as mentioned, we will be looking for the longest parent chain of carbons. And so we'll start on this end here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there is no substituents.
This will be a hexane alkane.
So we came up with hexane for this last example because there was 6 carbon. There is the prefix hex. So we add the hex with the A-N. So here's an example of a parent chain with a substituent group. So again, we will start with the longest parent chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Since we have 7 carbons in the parent chain, we are with hept. So this would be heptane. Now we need to name the alkyl group substituent. This is just one substituent, which would be named methyl. So for step 3, determining the point of attachment, it would be on, we'll count the carbons here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 methyl heptane. If you could tell, if you start counting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we will, if this would have been shorter, this was where we would have started counting. But since it is the same, we leave it at 4 methyl heptane.
Finalize, I am going to show you a different way of identifying an alkane. Jennifer went over a skeletal structure. This example is an example of a condensed structure. So if you were ever given a question on how to name this alkane, we're going to start off by naming from the identifying the longest parent chain, which is this whole line, and then we are going to identify any substituents, which we have 3 of them. They are named methyl groups, and now we're going to put it all together. So since we have 3 all together, to begin with, we see that it starts off in the 3rd carbon, so that would be carbon 3, and there are 2 substituents. we do a comma in between, and then another comma for the fifth one, which is also a methyl. Then we do a dash line, and because there are three, we're going to say it's a tri-methyl nonane because there are 9 carbons. So this is the name of our alkane, 3,3,5-trimethyl nonane.
So this concludes our video on naming alkanes. Given the charts that were provided, do you think you can name this alkane?